American Salon here at Harlot Salon in Venice Beach, California, with international artist from Sebastian Professional, Morel Kogan. Morel, can you tell us what you're doing today?
Hi, Megan. Just on the most sensitive little area. Yeah. Okay, so my model and I were both inspired by Amber Rose's haircut. I love cutting short hair, and I think short hair is such a thing right now for women because most women kind of like transform from long, layered haircut into more edgy, more like in your face, short shapes. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I'm using the clippers to kind of go ahead and give that nice edge. I kind of like section off a small little part of a V section, but it's going to go much shorter. And the length is going to be on the top from short to long.
Can you talk us through the shape you're building?
You know, these, it's an interesting shape. That's what I'm looking for. Something it has a more of an edge to it. So I'm gonna go around the rounding of the head and creating more of a bevel right through here. So I want this line to be quite obvious. I'm gonna keep it a little longer, taking the short bit in the front much shorter. As you can see already, like cut this nice and tight in the front, so there's nothing here, there's no weight line. The weight line is just around the rounding of the head. Going from short of a strong point into more of a round section in the back, into like a V.
Getting lots of love.
That's the love. So I'm using my finger kind of like pushing the hair into the guard because I want it to look a bit more rough. It doesn't need to look so precise. As we all know, I'm not a barber. So I kind of just want to go through there and create a very sharp shape with lots of texture. Okay, let's change the guard. And we're gonna go for a 1. I believe. Is this a 1? Yeah.
So she's not afraid of any, wow, that's great. People are loving this. Hey Megan, do you want to let everyone know how to answer questions?
Yeah, you guys, if you have any questions for Morel, please ask. We're so happy that you joined us, and this is a pretty awesome look, so anything you want to ask her, she can definitely tell you. Caroline Richards said hello from Seattle.
Hello, Caroline.
Kim Hunter said hello. I'm not sure if she's saying hello to Chicago or to us, but thank you, Kim. What clippers are you using?
What clippers am I using? Look at the wall. I like these, you know? And I like that they're black and they're smooth. There you go. That's much better. A little
How
shorter.
fresh is her color?
You know, she just came from a different casting. So I just kind of like took the purple out earlier this morning and put a color touch over 1081. What's my favorite? 1081. You guys, 1081, it's it.
And that did what? It took the what out?
I took the gold out, and it makes it nice and wide. It's so easy. Oh,
And that's Wella?
Wella, color touch.
Wella.
Yes. Sorry. I'm gonna take the edges and I kind of just like give a nice little line right through here.
Morel, do you like to work clipper over comb without a guard?
Yeah, I like that too. Each its own. It all depends on how strong I want the shape to be, you know.
And Kimberly asked again if we could tell her what clippers you use.
These are the Andes, and then the big ones are the walls.
And Kristen asked for you to tell her the color again.
The color is 1081 by Color Touch.
Thank you to Caroline and Sho for telling the audience. what's going on.
1081 from Color Touch. If you have hair what's a little bit too gold,
Tell Stacy not to be nervous.
Stacy, don't be nervous. Rudy said you're rocking that hairstyle and color. That would be.
Yeah, lots of compliments for the model.
then what I like to do, I take the back. So this is the piece what's a bit shorter, right in the back. And you see that? It hangs a little over. What I like to do is I like to take my blade and just soften up the length. Kind of just take it a bit shorter. And you can do this with the clippers as well, but I want to kind of show you a different technique that you can use, especially for women. They want more of a genderless haircut, but you can take it a bit softer.
Is that a straight edge or a feather?
It's a feather. Okay. Then we're going to take the length from the top. Like keeping some length to fall over the crown area, not shorter, just over. So you can make a little mark right through here. I'm going to go back up, leave a mark right through here so it falls over, what I love. I don't like it too short, I like it too long, but I kind of like right here with a weight line. So it's kind of like two haircuts in one.
1,000 people watching.
So then what you take a section right between your fingers, use the blade more flat. If you use it too hard, the hair is going to poke up. You want to kind of soften up that texture. And it's okay to use a blade on blonde hair, so long you kind of treat it well. So how I treat the hair today, I use lots of dark oil by Sebastian and blow dried it in. Hold the blade flat. Short to long. Keep the length onto the top, the upper lip, on the tip of the nose or the upper lip. I like it a little longer. When you take your section, you start cutting it and slicing it through, kind of the skimming technique as we call it. Move your section all the way down to the top of her upper lip. And that's where you stop. Chin up. Kristen, I thought Stacy. Stacy. Kristen, right? And then coming up to the last section, again, like move it forward towards the middle part.
Loving the cut.
I like to move it from the left side to the right side. I'm just going to go in, free hand, and taking a couple of sections, kind of just pinch and cut it. Same thing on the other side.
Is that over-directing some of this?
Yeah, you over-direct to different areas. You hold it up or you hold it down, so you get different kind of like lengths. This is not a perfect haircut. It's perfect to the eye. It might not be perfect between your fingers, but it's definitely perfect for the eye.
Tracy's asking again about her hair color. Was she already a natural blonde before?
Yeah, she was a blonde already, but she wasn't like, she didn't have that sparkle of white. It was kind of dusty blonde, like kind of gold blonde. So I don't like gold blonde. I don't like any warmth to it, especially on short haircuts on her. I want to take out that really warm blonde. So I use 1081 with Color Touch, 1.9, 2 parts to 1.
So Matt says, oh God, razor on dry, lightened hair.
Oh, it's
but you're
the
not even
best.
worried, right?
No, because, you know, like, I use the right products for the blonde hair. I make sure before I start cutting her hair is nice. It has a lot of conditioning to it. I treat it really well. Potion 9 with some dark oil mixed together. So dark oil with Potion 9. 3 parts of Potion 9, 2 parts of dark oil. Mix it through, calm it through, stop blow drying. And yeah, I mean, if you use the right product, you can use razors on blonde hair. And your hair wasn't that healthy at all when you came in, right? So let me finish it now. And I want to use one of my favorite products again.
And did you use any products to straighten her hair?
Melissa's asking. I did not straighten it, I just blow dried it. I blow dried it with the dark oil and the Potion 9, combed it through and blow dried with a comb. So there was no straightening iron involved. So I used some dark oil, right? And then with the dark oil, you use the resin tank. And the resin tank is one of my favorite products. It's liquid wax. And the liquid wax you can use with or without dark oil on dry or wet hair. And what liquid wax does it has an immediately effect. And you can use it to blow dry the hair with. Can you spray some Potion 9 light on the hair for me? A little Potion 9 light. Oh, Kristen, it looks hot, right? Huh? Okay, let me show you what you can do with this product. So put it in the hair, massage it through. Let me show you.
1081.
Huh?
1081.
1081 color tone.
Well, I said it, I want to make sure I had it right.
So, and then blows right in. Because the liquid wax, when you blow it right in, it kind of molds the hair. It makes it a bit more edgier as soon as you start blow drying it backward, and you can see the shape a bit stronger.
A lot of people want to see the back.
Oh, the back?
Yeah. The liquid wax with resin tech?
Resin tech and dark oil. So those two products, for me, it's magic. You know, and those are the products, you know, the younger generation are using right now, because it's like an easy product to put in, and your hair doesn't need to look perfect. It's more like that street texture that we're looking for.
And what kind of razor did you use on this?
I use the feather razor. You see that, like the dark oil and the resin tech gives you like that, like the feeling of like it's been lived in.
The rawness of the undercut, why you didn't blend it so much.
Why did I blend the
Why it's so
undercut?
rock and roll. Yeah.
What makes it so rock and roll, I think, it's like she's blonde,
Yeah.
right? So look, anything what's done with the clippers and blonde hair looks like it's naked.
Yeah.
And anything that hangs over, it gives you that edge, correct? And because the texture is not a hard texture, it gives you that rawness.
And then the asymmetry, that teardrop.
Correct, yes. The asymmetry and teardrop. Hold on. Okay, right here. I like anything with offset. And it kind of fits with the front area as well, because it goes from really short, almost shaved underneath. It kind of comes over behind the middle part right here, right? So this part looks like there's no hair left anymore, but then you have a little overhang of a straight line. So this is kind of a number 2, right? And then you have a number 1 here. And kind of like, it's just offset. It doesn't, you know, like, it doesn't need to be that perfect.
I don't know if we can answer this question, but do Wella blondes decolorize as well as tone at the same time? Or did you tone it with 1081?
I toned it with 1081. She was very pre-colored, and there was purple in her hair.
Okay.
I didn't like the purple, I took it right out. I mean, you could put as much resin tech in it as you want, and then you can put the blow dryer to it.
Somebody wants to know why you're doing a triangle at the back? I personally like it.
Well, like if you know me as a hairdresser, I like anything that's not perfect. I think that anything with offset makes it kind of new and different, and it makes you think, like, why do you leave that longer? I could have just made it perfect, but because I didn't, I think that's why she will come back to me next time, right? So warm up the resin to it, it becomes more moldable.
Oh, can you show them this, the wax? People want to know.
There you go.
Awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
All right.
thanks for checking in.
Yeah.
Thanks for looking at it, and it's nice to be with you. Enjoy, and hopefully you learned a lot today.